Hey, I'm finna go to bed. I just went live because I said I was gonna pillow talk like a week ago. Oh shoot. I turned my screen so I got that notification. But anyway, I said I was gonna have a pillow talk more than a week ago. And I didn't. Okay. I didn't do it. So my bad. Yeah, I don't normally get to see me during pillow talk, but I said I will. I'll just turn this on so y'all can see me. Really? I said go to sleep. Anyway. Not anyway, but I was sitting here thinking it's so much. It really is. It was a full moon yesterday and the day before. It was a full moon. So y'all probably noticed or like just could see everybody was at their peak emotionally or the days leading up to it. I think today's the 22nd. I think it was on the 19th. Yeah, it was the 19th. The full moon. I don't even know. Life is a trip. It really is. I don't think we know our worth like everybody else around us. Like I feel like we we go through things in life and that make us who we are like every day. You know what I'm saying? Like everything I went through yesterday, molded and created who I am today, right? But I think we're just so busy and we just go through things and we overcome things, we accomplish things. Um, and we don't really see like our life journey like everybody else sees us. Like you might know somebody for like 20 or 30 years and um they may be watching you, like they see where you started in your growth process and where you are. And they see the growth, like they see the value in you. You know what I'm saying? And in the meantime, maybe they've reached out to you or you them, and not just one person. That's just an example like of someone who's saying something, but you also have people that um are just on the outskirts, you know what I'm saying, that watch you from a distance and can see your growth and they see your value. And I don't think that we do that enough within ourselves to see our growth processes and like our victories and achievements. And I think that's just because it takes so much for us to get that. So and then if we're on a drive or a growth spurt or like um just like gotta get it, like we're just on to the next. But I said all that to say that when we're in a position like that, when we don't see our worth or we don't see um those victories that others see around us, or we don't see fruit. Yeah, That's the word that I'm looking for. Um, and not just regular fruit, because anybody can see fruit around you. Like, okay, I got the paycheck. That's fruit of my hard work, labor. I'm keeping my home. That's fruit, stability. But perhaps I want more, right? Maybe, oh, I don't see the fruit in, traveling, right? So maybe I may have aspirations to travel. So what we've attained the fruit in maintaining the job and maintaining the home stability, and then being able to do pleasures, not traveling, but pleasures. We don't see that that's like fruit, right? We're just like, man, I got to do more. But everybody else, and people who are in, just in our lives and that are in those experiences with you, like, right, while you're partaking in the fruit of your labor, they see like, they see accomplishment. You know what I mean? Like, they see that shit, especially if you come from a place where you weren't able to do that before. Now, my point is that when we're in that position, right? And we are not seeing the fruits that we want to see. Inadequacy is at bay. Not at bay. Well, it's at bay. Because that means it's like on shore, like it's there, it's lingering, it's around, right? It's at bay. But the position that we're in is insecurities. That's the position. Now, insecurities suck, but inadequacy is devastating. Okay. And that's waiting. That's on the back burner. That'll be there and that'll come. Now, when we're insecure, now I'm going to go into how it affects others. People see your fruit. They see the value in you, but you're insecure and you're in that position and you're just there, right? So now the people that come towards you, it maybe they be asking for something or, need something or just trying to inquire about something or they need your help or, maybe trying to show you something. We're so insecure and unsure and we lack confidence that we want to compensate. It's kind of like the little man syndrome. It's like that. Everyone has that. You don't have to be a little person or, short for your age or anything like that. But what we do is, and some may say it is alpha male, alpha female type of situation, right? So someone could be coming towards you and because you're so insecure, you want to over sensationalize a response or perhaps a disposition. Okay, over sensationalize, right? They may be asking you about I don't know, a relationship, and you may give an example on something and over sensationalize that shit to make your world bigger than what it really is, right? But really all you have to do is just tell your experience, because your experience already got you to where you are. Your abilities and your moves, they got you to where you are. So you don't have to overcompensate or you don't have to over sensationalize your position in anything, right? You just have to keep moving forward. Now, people watch you, they watch us, they see where you are. And that goes to like last time, I think, well, I had Pillow Talk a couple weeks ago. I deleted that, but I talked about just not what was it? Yeah, like just being an example. It wasn't a Pillow Talk. I think I was in my garage, but being an example and how, everybody has a task and a journey, and there's nothing new under the sun. We have to always be exemplifying, right? Like being an example and sharing the knowledge. But insecurity is so apparent. You can't hide that. People know when you're insecure because it comes out in behaviors. And in the way that you behave. It keeps us from prosperity. It keeps us from progress. It keeps us from growth. Because to be insecure means that when it's time to be a fool and take a risk, you won't do it. You won't do it. We won't do it. I think we're so beautiful, all of us. We're beautiful creatures, but we just don't see it. And it's mainly because of upbringing. It's upbringing. And it's perception. We always have to exude confidence. Even when we're insecure, we can take the next best step confidently, and that's gonna heighten our security levels. Because when you do that, it's like an achievement. And then especially even if you don't, like, even if you fail at something, you could just try it different. The next time when you achieve it, that's growth. And that's going to help you. That'll help us to be secure in our endeavors. And that's something, and like, I'm like, okay, let me say, I'm talking about us, but I'm speaking about individually. Right? Us as individuals. That means you don't need anyone else to aid in your security levels. No one needs to, it's not a need for someone to be around to help us to be secure in ourselves. You have to be 100. When people say relationships and, efforts or whatever, if it's a partnership, whatever, 50-50, that's bullshit. It's not 50-50. How is it 50-50? 50-50 is a half and a half. It's not a whole and a whole. It's a half person and a half person coming together. You don't create a whole like that. A partnership is two. So you get a half of a person and a half a person to come together, then that's one. That's one. When we enter into a partnership, it's supposed to be 100-100. That's it. Should be 100% of one person going in with the 100% of the other going in to that partnership. And the idea is to maintain it. That's how I feel. The idea is to maintain it, to sustain one another. So it's individual. We have to be secure and gain our securities and grow ourselves. And the other people come in and they aid, but we ought not depend on those people. We can't depend on it. And they come in and they give us lessons, but they're not supposed to stay and fix us like that. They can stay and they can be an aid, but we can't depend on them to fix us. That's our responsibility. I'm finna go. That's it. I'm going to bed. Nah, I mean...